Hey my lovely YouTubers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, Tracy J, coming today with a new video for you guys. And today's message is refuse to lose in 2020. You know, God gave me this word the other day. I was driving in my car and I could feel myself frustrated about some things in my life. I remember, working at my job and just feeling so frustrated about that season. And I finally got to a place where I said, God, I'm tired of losing. I refuse to lose in this life. And you know what? Losing starts with a mindset. It starts with our standards being so low. And I always say, if you haven't seen God's hand in your life, if you haven't had to believe God for some miraculous things lately, that means your standards are too low. You see, there was a time I could only believe God for $100. Now I can believe God for the thousands because I've seen him do it. You see, I want to challenge you to bring those standards higher. Come a little higher, daughter, because that is you refusing to lose in 2020. How you refuse to lose is you say, I refuse to lose in my finances. I refuse to lose in my relationships. I refuse to lose in my marriage. I refuse to lose in my health. God, I refuse to lose. Say, God, I'm tired of losing. See, there's going to come a time in your life where you get fed up with losing. See, there was a time I was broke. I was at home at my parents' house, and it was one night I was working on my computer, and I wasn't making any money from YouTube. I don't even know if I had maybe had 1,000 subscribers, and I was fed up with losing. I was fed up with being broke. I was fed up with sitting in that same room every day hoping that one of these days this thing is gonna take off. I was tired of that. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna get a job. I was so tired of losing that I said, regardless of what my plans were, regardless of how my path was supposed to be in my mind, I give up and I'm gonna go and do something different. I'm gonna keep working on this dream. This is just gonna be this side hustle, but I'm gonna keep serving God. And you know what happened? I got that job, and that job opened multiple doors that helped me be where I am today. And so I wanna tell you, what happens when you refuse to lose is you jump off of your path and you jump onto God's path. You get tired of doing your own way because you realize it don't work out, and you begin to trust God and trust his will for your life and allow him to direct your steps. It tells us that our plans may direct us, but God will establish those plans in our lives. He will direct our steps. I want you to be willing to let those plans be established and achieved in your life and let God direct you, because that is how you refuse to lose in 2020. Another way you refuse to lose in 2020 is you decide to make room for the things that you want in your life. See, many of us have had this mindset, including myself, where we think life just happens to us. There are seasons where there are things that happen that just happen. We don't have no control over, but a lot of it we do have control over. It tells us in the word, what we sow, we shall reap. So if I sow goodness, I'm going to reap goodness. If I sow giving, I'm going to reap some more giving. If I sow into my business, I'm eventually going to see a harvest out of that. Whatever I'm sowing, I'm eventually going to see the fruit of that labor. And I want us to be willing to sow some good things in this season and to refuse to lose. How we refuse to lose is we put some good things in our soil. We start planting those things of which we want, so we shall reap those things of which we want. It was for seasons where I believe life just happened to me, but that is a losing mindset. And it's when I started to see the vision and I started to say, all right, God, I'm going to sow things in the ground so that vision can come to life. That's when I began to see more of the vision produced in my life. I want to challenge you to refuse to lose, and how you do that is you start clearing out the things that no longer serve you. Even something so little as to something in your house, something that just doesn't appeal to you anymore. Get rid of that. Move. If it's a pair of jeans you just don't like, go ahead, take it out of your closet. Give it away. Because you're making room for the new pair that's gonna come. See, it's something so little like that. But I want you also to look in your life big. What tasks or little tedious things that you are doing that no longer serve you and you really don't even like to do, but you're just doing it because you've been doing it, okay? This is a message for somebody, even for myself. So I want you to go ahead and start removing those things so you can do exactly what it is and make room for the new growth that God is gonna bring in your life. You see, I have done that many times where I would hold on to things. Like I had this nightstand I was supposed to do a DIY on, and it was like 5 months later, still hadn't done the DIY. But I just had them sitting in my bedroom, and every time I went in there, I just did not like the way it looked. It didn't serve me. And finally one day God was just like, just get rid of them. But I was like, no, I don't want to throw them away. I don't want to give them away. Like, I'm going to do something with them. I just don't know what. It's like, get rid of them. Give them away. Throw them in the garbage. Get rid of them. And it was something that when I did it, it was liberating. Like I carried those things downstairs, put them downstairs. I was like, yeah, I felt so good. And I realized, why have I been holding on to that thing for 5 months when it no longer served me? I want you to refuse to lose in 2020, because you're gonna get rid of the things in your life that no longer serve you, that no longer appeal to who you were. That old dress, that party dress you got in your closet, girl, that ain't you no more. Get rid of it, because I want you to understand that when you refuse to lose, you're saying, I'm gonna make room for the winnings in my life. I'm gonna get rid of the things that no longer serve me, and I'm gonna make room for you, Jesus, so you can bring the newness in my life. Because what I'm sowing right now, I know I'm gonna reap, and I've got my stuff ready and prepared. So when I reap that harvest, it's gonna come up. It's gonna be some fruit here. It's gonna have something to show. Something tangible is gonna show up in my life. Not just something spiritual within my mind, but something tangible is gonna show up in my life. I want you to refuse to lose in 2020, and how you do that is you decide that you're gonna bring your standards higher, that you're not gonna settle for less, that you're not gonna just say, oh, I got a C, it's okay. No, you're gonna push for an A, and you refuse to get anything less than that A. That means you gotta put in the work. That means you gotta stay up late. That means you gotta lose sleep. Say, God, I refuse to lose in 2020. I might have lost in 2019. I might have lost in 2018. I might have lost in 2017. I might have lost in 2000, but I ain't losing in 2020, God. I've learned some things. I'm a new person. I've been changed. I'm ready to go forward. And I refuse to hold myself back, and I refuse to lose in 2020. So I'm gonna challenge you. I want to challenge you to download the workbook from last week's video, the Don't Hold Yourself Back workbook. Challenge you to download that, because that is how you refuse to lose. When you don't hold yourself back, and you get rid of the things that no longer serve you, and you get yourself prepared, that know that you're not gonna lose this year. This is the year of greatness for you. This is the year of greatness for you in the name of Jesus, and you refuse to lose in 2020. All right, guys, I love you so much. I pray this video blessed you and uplifted you, and I hope you are encouraged and inspired, and you decide to download that worksheet in the link in the description, and most of all, you decide you refuse to lose. I'm not losing. I may fail, but I'm gonna get back up. I'm not losing. Losers lay down and quit and don't have nothing they're working towards. But winners, I'm trying to tell you, winners, they win because they put in the work. They trust God all the way to the finish line. They trust God all the way through. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, boo. Get ready. Put your running shoes on, because we refuse to lose in 2020. I'll see you guys in my next video.